Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing CSS Battle Daily Target for July 3rd, 2025. Okay, so one of the first things I always do is just try to get a game plan for how I'm going to do this. And it's one of the biggest things that I always take in consideration. Am I using display flex? Am I using display grid? Or am I using position absolute, relative, etc.? Or a combination of 2 or 3 of those, right? So when I first saw this one, immediately I was like, oh, this would work great with grid and flex. I've already solved it with grid, but today I think I'm going to solve both grid and flex. And then we can kind of decide which one we like more, and see also which result gives us less characters. Of course, the less characters you have, the higher your score. Okay, so we're going to start off by solving this with grid. This is pretty simple. All you need to do is set body to grid, set up grid template columns, have 5 equal columns, and then well, you could do 3 columns here or 5 equal columns. And I actually think doing 5 would be easier. So we're going to do it like that. I didn't do that before, but I'm going to do that this time. So we need how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So we need 3 elements. We're going to use letters of the alphabet to label them, to keep our characters down, keep it simple, obviously not descriptive at all. Not a good practice in real life, but it works well for CSS Battle. And then I'm going to change this to B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Cool. Now, I'm going to go put a body tag in there. Target the body, and we're going to start by giving it a background of this dark pinkish color. Make it display grid. And we're going to say grid template columns, and then we're going to use the repeat function, and we're going to repeat 5 times each one fraction, so it's going to split it up into 5 equal sections, right? And then we can do, oh, you know what, what was I thinking? I'm sorry. Ignore all those things I said about the grid rows over here. I don't know what I was saying. I was confusing myself. So for grid template rows, and if I remember correctly from when I did this before, these are not equal fractions. So I think this is like 80 pixels. So we just need to say 80 pixels, 80 pixels. And then that's 160, 300 minus 160, so then this bottom, and this may be off, we'll find out in a second, whatever. So we want 40 pixels. Cool. Then the next thing we can do is we can select all the light pink elements. What did I just do here? A, B, C, oh man, I don't know my alphabet. E, F, and H. All I have a background of a pink color. Oh, and here's something you always want to do when you're doing grid, because is comment these out. Just work on one element at a time, because it will get really weird really fast. And then grab the remaining element elements B, D, and G background of this red color. Great. So now A, as you see, by default is already in the first grid row and first column. You notice B is going to be by default right next to that, C right next to that, D right next to that, E right next to that. So we don't even need to specify where we're putting them because by default they go into the first row, first column, stays in the first row, can't go in the first column, goes the second, so on and so forth. All right, so we see this gap here, okay, that we need to get rid of. That's because the body has a default margin of something, looks like 5-10 pixels or something. Reset it to 0, we're perfect, right? Okay, so now the next row, now this is gonna jump into the default column for 1, so we need to now specify with B that it's going to be grid column 2. And why did that not work? Because I'm not on B. I'm on F. There we go. And then it's got that curved edge to it, so we're going to give it a border radius. Top left is going to be 0, top right is 0, bottom right is 0, and then I'm going to guess that bottom left is 20 pixels. Nope. 40. That's perfect. Great. Now G should just go to the next slot. Yep. H should just go to the next slot, but we got to get that corner. So I'm going to grab this, copy, H, whoops, hold on. Man, I am messing up here. What's going on? There we go. Cool. And then this is 40 pixels. And then this, you don't need to specify. Cool. All right, good. All right, that's perfect. That's a great solution with grid. I cut down on one character. Wow. And so the next thing we always want to do, get rid of the comments. This is going to drastically improve your character count and get rid of all the white space and put everything on one line. So first thing we do is highlight all these divs. Command D on a Mac. Hit delete. Delete in front of the style. Just make sure you don't mess up your code while you're doing this. So always be checking the result as you do this. And we're good to go. We cut down on our characters by like half or something. Or no, way more than half. 600. All right, so that was my previous score without deleting the white space and the comments. Using grid, let's see how much my score goes up. Sometimes it goes up by like 10. Sometimes it gives you a point. I never know. There you go. We went up by 11 points. Fantastic. All right, so there's our grid solution, and that's pretty good. Now let's solve it with flex, and let's see. And I haven't done that yet, so this is my first crack at it. But what we can do is we can create, in the body, we can make it display flex column. And then we can align items center. That will put everything in the center because then we're going to have this as a div container, and this is a div. This is a container element. This is a container element, and of course you'll have 5 of these squares in the first one, and then 3 of these squares in the second one. Okay. So we need think we can do this. So, again, using letters of the alphabet. Whoops. Let's copy that div. Copy. And then we're going to make this B. We're going to make this C. And then B again. Whoops. C again. And then B again. And then I'm pretty sure, oops, I can leave this as A. I don't think there's anything changing between these two containers. And then we're going to say the first one is going to be D. So we've got to have a new element because of that rounded corner. And then this can be C. And then this is going to have to be E. Dang it. There we go. And this is going to be E. Alright. So I think we're in good shape there. Let's put our style tag in there. And so we're going to look at the body first. Give a background of this dark pink. And then we're going to say, we're going to need to get rid of that default margin again because we're going all the way up to the edge. Say display flex, flex direction, column, and then align items center. And we should be in good shape. So then we can go to A. And we can simply say display flex. And actually, might as well throw the body in there and get rid of this. Cut down only 5 characters. Okay. All right. So B and D are both going to have a background of this light pink. Then all of these elements, B, C, and D and E, B, C, D, and E are all going to have the same width and height. So I'm going to guess 80. Height 80. Bam. And there you go. And let's see. Okay. So B, B, D, and E. Left out E here. Is the first issue. What just happened? Why am I not seeing that? Oh yeah, I'm seeing that. Okay. Cool. Then we just need to, whoops, sorry about that. Oh yeah, we just need C. We just need to give it color. So make this red. Oh jeez. There we go. Finally, we give it those two elements their border radius. So D and E is what we're looking at. D, border radius 0, 0, 0, and what was it? It was 40 pixels, right? There we go. Perfect. Finally, using the same thing for E. Perfect. And it is perfection. Good. Okay, we already got rid of the comments. Let's get rid of the white space. Make sure we don't mess anything up. Delete once, delete again. And wow, character count is very close. But I think grid is winning with the character count, at least the way we did it. Yep, 388 to 377. Our score will probably go down, but that's okay. Yep, just went down 2 points. All right, so I think conclusion is, either approach is, I don't know, usually I have a strong opinion on which way grid or flex, but this one I don't really. I think grid was a little bit more fun because I don't use it as much, so I'm going to say I like grid better for this. All right, well, thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you again real soon.